So you're a software programmer, right? Right.
Yes, sir.
So as a software programmer, how you want the language to be? Suppose I ask you to use certain language, say C or C++ or Java. So what you expect? Like how you want the language to be? See, remember one thing here. At any point of time when you're trying to talk about here, I give you a language, right? But when you give a language, when I give you a language, what is the expectation? Like how you want your language to be? If you give a language, if I give you a language, so how you want the language to be? First of all, it should have easy syntax, right? So writing the code using that language should be easy. Writing that code in that language should be easy. See, let us take one example for this particular feature. You may ask me, why can't I use Java language? That's a comfortable language for me. So I'll use that language for coding. Okay, fine. I don't disappoint you, right? But when you want to say, I want to print hello on the screen, right? I want to print hello on the screen. Let us say that you are telling that you use Java. You're saying that you're saying that you'll use Java language. Okay. Now, if I want to use that Java language to print hello as a as a beginner, what I'll do, I have to follow a style of syntax. I need to follow a style of syntax. So how the syntax will be written? It will be written like this. First of all, I need to create a class. Let me say that a demo, right? Let me say demo. In that demo, I need to use something like this. Public static void main, right? I'll create a main method. Within this main method, I would say system dot out dot println. Hello. I would say system dot out dot println hello. Now remember one thing, to fulfill a requirement of just printing hello on the screen, how many lines of code I am writing? Abhijit, how many lines of code I am writing? Am I writing single line of code or I'm writing a multiple line of code? Tell me,
Multiple line of codes.
multiple line of code. Do you think you will get acquainted to the syntax suddenly, like within a short span of programming? Do you think here you will get acquainted to the syntax easily? Do you think that? So you have to remember that you need to create one class with a name, and you need to remember that there should be a main method, and in that main method it should be written as what? Public static void main. And within that main method I should be having a string class. I need to refer to an array. I need to refer a object. And here I'm using object called args. Any argument name it could be, but I'm just mentioning args. And within that, I'm just printing hello. And for that printing hello, I'm saying like system class out object and println method. And within the println method, I am just passing an argument, and that hello, that is a string that I've enclosed in double quotation. So here, as a beginner, I want to start my career in writing Java program. I have to abide, I have to abide this rule. I have to abide by this rule. Then only I could write a simple code. But if I try to say that if I don't write static, by mistake, if I miss a static keyword there from the main method, then it would return an error, compilation error. So remember, as a programmer, where I'm not from IT background, I'm not from IT background. So I want to start my career in coding. In such scenario, here, this syntax will be always tough for me to get acquainted. So I would search as a programmer, I would search for a language which gives me an easy syntax. So here comes the requirement of a language such as Python. So when I want to fulfill the same requirement for which I have written the 3 to 4 lines of Java code, I could fulfill the same requirement using Python language with one single line. And in that one single line, I would say print hello. In that, I would say print hello. One single line. Now tell me, writing one single line as a beginner will be easy, or writing multiple lines of code would be easy to fulfill the requirement? Tell me, Abhijit, which one is preferable by you as a beginner? Would you prefer writing one single line, or would you prefer writing multiple lines of code to fulfill just printing hello,
Oh, sir, single line, sir.
single line? So will this particular style, when you see in Python, is it easy?
Is it easy, sir? Python is easy.
It's easy, right? So whenever I'm trying to talk about going for a Python, Python is a language which gives me an easy way of writing the syntax, where I don't have to write multiple lines of code to fulfill the simple statement. I would just go for one single line, where the number of lines in a Python code would be less as compared to your Java language or a C language or a C++ language. And here it is a self-explanatory, where I'm saying that print. So anyone, if I just say that print, what actually it basically gives me an idea? It gives an idea that it is basically going to print something on the output. Obviously, anything get printed on the output screen, right? Anything get printed on the output screen. So as a beginner, I basically say that, okay, it's going to print something on the screen with a hello. Did you got a point or not? So here, the basic benefit, what you're going to get, is very, very useful for any beginner to step in learning coding. So when they want to write a code, when they want to write a program, the program should be giving a easy syntax, so that with that easy syntax, I can fulfill the requirement according to my choice, right? That is the benefit what I'm going to get with the Python language. So here, the benefit number one when you're going for it is nothing but a Python gives me a easy syntax, right? Now, remember, when you want to install Python, on the system. I want to install Python on the system. Okay. Now, generally, any commercial software when you try to talk about, say example, Abhijit, you want to install Microsoft Office. Do you think the Microsoft Office is free? Do you think the Microsoft Office software is free,
No, sir. But
available?
is
You have
is
to pay
free
license.
available, sir.
You have to pay license. And if
Yes,
you
sir.
don't pay, when we don't pay license, do you think can install software? Say example
No.
Office 365. You want to install on your system.
Okay.
Do you need to pay license or no?
Yes.
So you need to pay license copy for that. So remember, unless and until you pay the license fee to use the software, you can't use the particular software on the system. So, but when you're going for a Python language, when I want to install Python software on my system, here this will be an open source. This will be an open source software. This will be an open source software. See, whenever a software having a feature of open source, it means that it doesn't need any sort of initial cost to install. You can download from that site, you can download from the site and you can start immediately. You can use that software immediately. For that, you are not going to pay even single rupee to that software vendor. That is what the benefit what I'm going to get when I want to install Python, because Python has a feature called open source software feature. Right now, coming to that three third feature, Python supports object oriented feature. Object oriented features. Python supports object oriented feature. Right now, when I'm trying to talk about object oriented feature, we have object oriented language such as C++, such as Java. Similar to that, Python also going to support object oriented feature. Now remember one thing, object oriented feature is very popular, very popular feature to write a program logic, to write a program logic, because as it enable easy maintenance, easy maintenance, enable easy maintenance of the code, easy maintenance of the code. Did you got a point out? So remember, let us take an example how this like easy maintenance. Right now, let me give you an example. Let me give an example. Are you able to see my screen, Abhijit?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Suppose if I try to talk about a computer system, right? A computer system will have different parts. It has got monitor, it has got monitor, right? It has got CPU, it has got CPU, right? It has got keyboard, to type the code. This is what my keyboard. This is what my keyboard of the system. Right now, also I would be having a mouse. Now all these are connected to what? Monitor will be connected to CPU, keyboard is connected to CPU, mouse is connected to CPU, right? Now this entire system, when you see, it is not one single piece of object, right? Here, it got divided into CPU is one object, CPU is one object, first object, number one object, keyboard is second object, monitor is third object, mouse is fourth object. So how many objects are there in this entire system? Four objects. Now, if by any chance, if this monitor doesn't work, will you throw away this entire system, Abhijit? Will you throw this entire system? If the monitor is not working, so what you will
No.
do? Will you replace this monitor with new monitor, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you replace this monitor with new monitor, do you think your system will work again? Will the system will work again?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
right?
Yes.
Because here my entire system, when it is divided into different objects, I would be having an advantage of maintenance, easy maintenance. So I don't have to throw a complete system just because monitor is not working. If the monitor doesn't work, no issues. I'll try to connect another monitor. Still, my system going to respond. Still, my system going to respond. Did you got a point on that? Are you with me? So remember, at any point of time, the benefit of having object-oriented features supported by any language, my entire complex code can be broken into different objects. As and when I need, I can remove the object. As and when I need, I can add an object. Say example, Abhijit, right now today, I don't have speakers to my computer system. Can I purchase speakers and connect to the computer system? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Will that work?
Will
Yes,
it work,
it
sir?
works. It works. Nothing but what? The speakers which were not there earlier, I've replaced, I've just got new speakers and I've connected to my system. Still, it has considered. So nothing but what? It has taken a new change of a speaker to that system. So the benefit of having any code in terms of object-oriented feature, the advantage would be I could easily manage it, easy maintenance. I can enhance this feature of the entire system by replacing one object with other object, or I can add a new object whenever I need it. That's an advantage what I'm going to get. That is what your object-oriented feature, which I was talking about. So, do you think this object-oriented feature is a benefit one? Is it benefit or not?
Yes, it benefit.
It's benefit. It's benefit, right? It's benefit.
Yes.
1 minute, I'll share my screen. So it's benefit. That is another feature. What? Python language going to support, right? Now, number four. When I'm going for a fourth feature, Python is a interpreted language. Python is a interpreted language. Now, when I'm trying to talk about interpreted language, what does it mean? Any language code I write has to be converted into machine understandable code. Machine understandable code. Machine understandable code. If I don't convert my code into machine understandable code, I'll not get any output. Output is not possible. Output is not possible. So remember, if I'm trying to talk about here in Python at any point of time, I need similar kind of feature required to convert into machine understandable code. So generally, this is taken care by Python interpreter. Python interpreter. We need Python interpreter to take care. So you might be having different languages. Earlier you might have implemented, such as C++, such as C, such as Java. Generally, that languages, when you're trying to talk about, they use something called compiler. They use something called compiler. Now remember, Python process one line of code at a time that converts into machine code. But when you're going for a compiler is nothing but it's going to consider set of lines of code that would be converted into machine code. Did you got a point or not? Or with me? So when you want to process one single line of code, or you want to process group of lines of code, which you prefer? We prefer a compiler. But remember one thing. Here we have to wait till you finish the entire code to achieve the output. But here, Python interpret what it will do. The moment you give that line, because it's going to process line by line, which is always immediate, always will be immediate. It doesn't wait for you to complete entire code, entire line of code. Did you got a point or not? But when you're going for a compiler always will wait to complete your entire code, then it will convert entire set of code into machine code, machine understandable code. But when you're going for a Python interpreter, it processes line by line, which is faster to execute. Did you got a point or not? Or with me? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So when I'm trying to talk about why I should use Python, because Python has got vast application. It can be implemented for various applications, various types of application. Here, say example, I want to develop a web application. I can develop using Python, right? If I want to develop database application, I can use Python. Suppose I want to implement machine learning. For that also I can use Python. Suppose I want to implement data science. Data science. That also I can implement what? Using Python. So remember, if I have a Python, means I can develop n number of different types of application to fulfill my requirement. That is where my Python gives me flexibility to be implemented. Did you got a point or not? Are you with me, Abhijit? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, when you want to install Python, from where you will install? You will install a Python by just going for, I'll just share my screen with you. There you can see. Let me share my screen with you. Are you able to see my screen, Abhijit?
Sir, yes.
In this URL, you need to just type python.org. You will land into a home page
Sir,
of
I'm not able
Python.
to. Sir, I'm not able to see.
You're not able to see.
Hmm.
Now,
Oh,
are you able
no,
to see?
yes, yes. Yes, sir, yes.
So if you are going for it, python.org, you will see a home page. In that, can you see downloads? Can you see downloads option?
Yes.
Hello. In these downloads, you can find download for Windows is present. Download for Windows is present. Do you find it?
Yes.
Do you find it or not? So here you can find Python 3.13. Can you see there? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Underneath that download for Windows, can you see that?
Yes, Python 3.
You just download it. Download it. It will download one file. It will download a file. And that file, you need to double click. Then you will be getting the Python software on your system. And once you install, once everything is done, okay, so here you will be seeing one application file like this. You will be having a file like I'll just show you. Share. You will be seeing this kind of can you see Python 3.11.4, Abhijit?
Yes, I can see.
So this application file get downloaded, and you need to just double click this. Just double click this. Can you see there? Can you see there?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you see there? Okay. Now, whenever you go for seeing it, in this window, there are two options you can see that. Install now, customize installation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now remember one thing, you can find something called add python.exe to path. This you have to click. This you have to select it. This checkbox you need to select. It is very important. It's very important. So if you click this, it means that you can run Python from any location. From any location, you can run the Python. That is the advantage what you're going to get by clicking this checkbox. Did you got a point, Arun? Are you with me, Abhijit? Are you getting or not?
Hi.
So once you click and click on install, it just select, it will install entire software. Okay, it just can be used. You will get a message, setup completed. Once you get a message, setup completed means that your software is ready. And once ready, what you can do, you can just go to run window. In that run window, you can just type Python. Can you see my screen? Can you see my Python screen? Python
No,
console,
sir.
Abhijit?
I'm not able. No. I'm not
Not,
able to see.
not visible.
Not able.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you see now?
Yes, I can.
So here I have a Python console. So once you see Python console, nothing but what? You can start working. So can you see this 3 greater than symbol? This is what? Prompt. This is a Python prompt. And here when I try to say print in double quotation, here I'll say hello. And I press enter. Here I am not terminating with semicolon. Are you terminating with semicolon here? No, right? You're not terminating with semicolon. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? So
Yes.
immediately the moment you press enter, I'll be getting hello. So like this, I can just run the code at the Python console, and build application. So this is a brief introduction which I want to share with you. So as we start a session, we'll see in depth of other topics. That's all for introduction to Python. If you have any doubt, you let me know.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Hello. Do you have any
Yes,
doubt?
sir. No, sir.
Did you got it? What I told?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I get it.
So that's all.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you, sir.
Abhijit.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for connecting.
Okay, thank you.